Me and Creamy Toffee go together real bad, okay? She always gives me Malibu Barbie, so I'm always obsessed with the color. What's up, Court Crew? And welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Courtney Jinean, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm back with my top 10 list of synthetic wigs for 2024. We're officially in June, and that means we have 6 months left in 2024, and I feel like this is the perfect time to kind of check in, tell you guys which units are my fave, and all that jazz. So before we get into it, if this is your first time seeing me here on the YT, hey girl, hey. My name is Courtney Jinean. I do all things hair on this channel, but if you like other content like vlogs, hauls, makeup tutorials, then definitely subscribe and join my Court Crew family over on my vlogging channel called Keeping Up with Courtney. On that channel, I am going to be doing a lot more content as of recently, so make sure you're subscribed, turn on your post notifications, and make sure you're a part of the Court Crew family over there as well. And with that, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. All right, you guys, so I haven't done a my top 5 video in a while, but you guys, I'm so excited to be bringing this series back on my channel. I'm going to be telling you guys my top 10 wigs of 2024 today, but I have some other ideas in mind for what other topics I can discuss with this my top 5 series. So you guys let me know what you want to see down below. If you haven't checked out my top 5 playlist, I've been doing these videos for a while, so if you want to check out my top 5 playlist, I might have already touched on the topic that you're looking for, like best wigs for daily wear, best wigs, like what beginner wigs, a whole bunch of topics, kinky straight wigs, curly wigs, the whole 9. So if you're interested in that, I will have the playlist up above so you can check it out. But today we're going to be talking about my top 10 wigs of 2024. Now this year has brought a lot of new collections, a lot of new units, and the first unit that I'm going to talk about is actually a part of a new collection from Sensational. So this is the pre-cut collection. If you don't know, I feel like synthetic, even the hair industry, there's a lot of things that are just becoming more and more popular, and a lot of things are like pre-cut, lace, pre-plucked, pre-bleached, everything like that. So when Sensational announced that they were coming out with a pre-cut collection, I was super excited. They dropped 2 units to start, and now I think they're on at least unit 4, but number 10 on my list is Sensational Pre-Cut 1. Now if you watched that video, you guys know that I absolutely love the unit as a whole, but I did have some tweaks to the idea of it being a pre-cut. Like when they say pre-cut, it's cut like a straight line. If you know anything about wigs, then you know that it's super important that you have your wigs cut in a jagged edge so that people cannot really dictate. I mean, lace is a material, so they're always going to be able to see it, but you want to make it a little hard to see it, you know? So the fact that it's cut straight across, that is one of my biggest cons about this unit. But overall, I thought that it's a perfect wig for beginners and very affordable, and it definitely had to make my list because I feel like the pre-cut, the whole idea of pre-cut units, wigs, is such a smart avenue for synthetic wigs to release. So super excited about that. Next unit is a lace front unit from Outre. If you know me, you know I'm not the hugest fan of the lace front collection, and most often if it's on my list as a top 10, top 5, top unit for the year, it's probably because I cut bangs into it, and this one is no different. Today I'm talking about Outre Kion. Gorgeous curl pattern. As soon as I saw the stock card, I was like, I have to review this, even though I'm not the hugest fan of lace front units. Now Kion, the overall curl pattern on this unit was just everything to me. Now you guys know that I'm not the hugest fan of the lace front, so I can never give her a 10, okay? I can never give her a 10. But she had to be on my list because it's such a perfect, like, everyday unit, perfect curl pattern, perfect length, and I felt like it looked super duper natural, so she had to be on my list. Next up is one that I feel like had to be on my list because of the overall look that I was able to create with this unit, and even that I felt like, even though I wasn't a huge fan of the color, I really loved the unit. And that's when I know that I really love a unit, is when I tried a different color, or I tried in a color that I don't know I would like, and I still like the unit even though I don't like the color. And for me, Outre Jinean was just that. That unit is such a beautiful, like, everyday sort of style. The color threw me off at first. Like when I first installed the unit, I was like, okay, let's take a step back. I literally like stopped the review. I was like, okay, let me try this again. Came back, did a whole another makeup look trying to see if I could get it to, you know, work. And I ended up making it work. But I know for a fact that, like, if I tried that unit in a natural color, that would have been maybe even a little little higher up, but Jeannie was one that like didn't have any shedding, it didn't have any tangling, it was like the perfect length. The only thing that was throwing me off was the color, so had to include her in my list. If you have not seen any of the wig reviews that I'm talking about in this video, I will have them all linked down below so you can check them out, because in this I'm just kind of like ranking them, which I do all the time in my top 5 videos. But if you want it more in depth, or you want to see how I installed it, definitely check out the wig reviews, because you're gonna get all my pros, all my cons, all my initial thoughts, how I really shaped the unit to get to the final look. So make sure if you're interested in any of these units, definitely go back and check out the review if you haven't seen it already. Next up is another newer collection. I know it did come out in 2023, but it came out in late 2023. So in 2024, I feel like the Outre Airtight collection really expanded, and I was able to try a lot of new units from this collection. Now the Airtight collection is one of my favorite collections from Outre as of now. I just really love the lace on the units, and this unit in particular is Outre Airtight Loose Wave. Now I did try it in a creamy toffee color, and if you know anything about me and creamy toffee go together real bad, okay? She always gives me Malibu Barbie, so I'm always obsessed with the color. But I felt like this Airtight unit was so natural looking. I'm always a fan of the lace, but it was the perfect like style, the perfect length. I felt like it's perfect for everyday wear, and it's a unit that you can really get so much versatility out of. There's no tracks, the lace is top tier like I said, so you're able to get a lot of parting versatility, styling versatility with these units. So if you're someone who likes a unit that you can get multiple styles out of, you can do the half up side parts, you could do the braided styles, like this is a unit for you. Or if this isn't the texture that you would normally go for, you can definitely just explore the Airtight collection as a whole, because they have come out with so many beautiful textures, lengths, color blends, but this one was my favorite that I tried this year. Next, okay, so also this year I tried a new series on my channel. It's called the Bob series, where I am on the search for my perfect synthetic bob wig. And if you've watched those videos, I think I have 3 up as of now: Outre Rudy, the Sensational Kinky Edges Blowout 12 inches, and also the Airtight Bob, something like that. It was 12 inches as well, I think. And the first unit that I tried was Outre Rudy. It was the first unit that I tried, so I really didn't want to be like, oh, this is my favorite bob. But when I tell you guys, even though I've tried units after it, like Rudy really set a standard that I don't know if I will be able to, you know, achieve in another unit. So this had to be on my list, especially because I'm not the hugest fan of bobs in general. The fact that I loved this unit, and it really says a lot, because it's similar to how I talked about how I know I love a unit when I don't really like the color. I know I like a unit when I don't really necessarily like the style of the unit, but I feel confident in it and I like the way I look in it. So even though I'm not the hugest fan of bobs, Outre Rudy was different to me, and she had to be on my list because that is a bob that means business, okay? She's going to give you what you need. So if you want to be looking, giving Bobbiana, this is my favorite bob so far. Of course, I'm not done with the series, okay? But as of now, Outre Rudy had to be on my list, and she is definitely my favorite bob so far that I've tried. Okay, the next 2 units are the Kinky Edges units, and I have 3, okay? It was really, this was probably the hardest part of my ranking of my top 10 wigs of 2024, because Sensational dropped not only the pre-cut collection, but they also dropped the Kinky Edges collection, and I knew that it was gonna be hit. I knew that it was gonna be hit. So many people love textured edges, and I necessarily wasn't someone who saw the vision straight out. I like knew it was gonna be popular just because it was something new for the synthetic wig community. Like, we've seen it on human hair wigs, but no one had really done it for synthetic wigs. So I knew that it was gonna be a hit, but I didn't know as much. I didn't know how much I would like it. And when I tell you, you guys, it's very rare for Sensational units to be in my top 10, because I usually review so many Outre units during the year, but this go around I had a lot, I mean, not half, but almost half of my wigs included are from Sensational, which is, I think, commendable, and I really put myself to the test to like try more units from different brands. So I'm really trying to do that. Well, different brands from Outre, you guys know Sensational and Outre be neck and neck sometimes, but it was really hard for me to rank these. But I think at number 5 I have Kinky Edges Blowout 20. Now, I absolutely love the Kinky Edges collection as a whole. It is one of my faves. And I think why I put Blowout at number 5 is because I really like this style, but in terms of like overall look, I liked the other two better. Now, it all depends. This is like, it is a little bit, it's all about perception, right? And these are my top 10. So if you like the look of the layered, the blowout better than the layered blowout, or you like the blowout better than the body wave, you can purchase any unit that you want. But I felt like the other Kinky Edges units that I tried were a little bit better than the blowout. At number 4 is Body Wave 18. Now, this was the first Kinky Edges that I tried, and I really loved it, and it set the standard and made me want to buy more. But at number 3 is the layered blowout. I tried it in a color that wasn't a natural color. I was able to try it in, it is a new release, so it isn't even out yet. It's supposed to drop mid-June, but it had to be on my list, you guys. I absolutely love that unit, and I love all of them, but that one was number 3 for me. At number 2 is Outre Riva. I did try it in a new color, so I might be biased. But it was such a perfect lane. Didn't really have any problems with the unit. And then at number 1 is Outre Halle. Now, this is my perfect unit because I love side parts. I love the density. It looks super duper natural. It gives silk press vibes. So I had to be at number 1 for me. Alright, you guys, that wraps up my top 10 list of 2024 units. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy the Courtney family down below. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.